Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to yet another interesting live section with Passport Made Easy. So, if you're watching me for the very first time, you're welcome to this live class, and I'm happy to be your host. Let me just send out one more reminder to our communities before we dive straight into today's class. Okay, just give me a sec. Okay. Okay, done. So we are starting immediately. Thank you so much for your patience. This class was supposed to hold 2 days ago. It was supposed to hold on Monday, but because of some unforeseen circumstances, I had an emergency. Matter of fact, it was a medical emergency. So I had to stop everything I was doing at that time and rush over to handle things before it gets out of hand. And I'm grateful that right now, as I'm speaking to you, everything is already under control. But then, one thing I want to say is this: even if you don't have money, but you have good health, my brother, my sister, you are wealthy. Because once there is life, there is hope, and you can achieve anything you set out to do. But when the reverse is the case, my sister, it's another different thing. But thankfully, everything is under control now. So we're going to just dive straight into the business of the day. Okay. And I'm going to be sharing my screen. So just communicate with me through the comment section. If you're seeing my screen, let me know. If you stop hearing me, let me know in the comments. If you have questions, you drop in the comment. That's the only way I'm going to, because once I start sharing my screen, I'll not be able to see everything again. But I'll be monitoring it from my phone here. Okay. So let me just share my screen. Then we'll start the business of the day. Okay. So please let me know if you can see my screen, please. Okay, sorry. Please, if you can see my screen, let me know in the comments so that we can begin immediately. No, okay. I think I'm not yet sharing. Please just a sec. I'm still all over the place. Oh my god. Please, can you hear me now? Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the issue is so that we don't have this glitch anymore. All right, let's proceed. Let's proceed, please. So, like I said, this training is divided into two categories. If you're just joining us, the first category are for people who are interested in getting their international passport without having to pay any passport agent or any third party to be able to get it. Because you know that when you're paying someone to help you get your international passport, you're going to be paying more. You will not be paying the official price by immigration. But this training is going to teach you how you can actually do it yourself, and you just pay the official price that immigration is charging, right? Then the second category are for people who want to just learn the skill so that they'll have an extra stream of income. They'll start making money off it. Maybe you're not interested in getting an international passport anytime soon, or you already have your international passport, but you just want something more to be able to elevate or increase your finances. Then this opportunity is also for you. Excuse me. So without wasting much time, let's just go. Then I would like you to know that please take away all distraction. This information I'm about to dish out to you is actually a lucrative skill if you take it up and if you take it seriously. So for you to be able to catch everything I'm saying, you need to stay somewhere that you will not be distracted, somewhere you can be able to focus, concentrate, take your writing material so that if you have any questions along the line that probably I did not tackle, you can also drop it in the comments as time goes on. Okay, so this is me. My name is Dima Press. Just in case you're seeing me for the very first time, a lot of you already know me, but just in case you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Dima Press, and I always talk about international passport and doing it by yourself online. All right, I'm an anatomist by profession and a direct response copywriter. I do a lot of things. Yes, I do a lot of things, and I'm very, very profitable in every one of them. That is why I'm an advocate of multiple streams of income. One stream of income, two streams of income are no longer enough in this economy. So when you get more streams of income, you're doing yourself more good than harm. I'm also an author and a online public speaker, and I've sold over 800 copies of my personal digital product. I'm not even talking about other courses that I affiliate. I'm just talking about my own. And I have successfully trained close to 10,000 students who are doing very well in their different fields of expertise. So if you're listening to me tonight, you're not wasting your time. So long as you're concentrating and you're picking the point that I'm going to be dropping tonight, it's going to be worth your time. So this is me before I started digital marketing or information marketing online. You can see me. I'm also a baker, a chef, a caterer. Like, I do a lot of things. And before I ventured into the online space, you can see how I was. I didn't really know a lot of things back then compared to what I know now. And ever since I started information marketing, diversifying my income, everything about me changed for good. That is why I always preach this thing to my students or my audience. For you to be able to get multiple streams of income is going to help you in the long run. Trust me. So this is what diversifying my income did for me. It moved me from ground zero to where I am currently and where I'm also moving in the future. All right. So this is what some of my mentees have said about me. This person said you're a very detailed coach. Which other coaches are this passionate? Then this person said, God bless your works, your hustle, and your transparency. You see, one thing about me is that I will not tell you what is not working. And in fact, if something is not working, I'm not even going to bother bringing it out in the open, because what is the essence? I always talk about things that are tested and trusted, things that I've actually done by myself. Before you see me talking about anything online, telling people to come and do that thing, is something that I must have done and it's working. I've seen proof that it's working before I start preaching it to other people. And that is the same testimony that all of my students have. They always come back to say, thank you so much for showing me this. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, for not keeping this information to yourself, this and that and that. That is what always the feedbacks are, and that is what I am grateful for. And these are the things that push me and give me the motivation to even do more or to continue teaching people what I teach them, because at the end of the day these reviews are satisfying. Yes. So these opportunities for you, I think I've already mentioned this. If you are planning to get an international passport but you don't have enough money, or you don't have money to pay agents, you know how much they're charging. Some people charge as much as 150,000 naira, 170,000, even 200k for 5 years passports, as it is right now. But you can actually get it at the official price, which is 104,000 naira, if you learn how to do it by yourself. Or you desire to have an extra source of income, then this opportunity I'm presenting tonight is also for you, because that way you will learn how to do this thing by yourself and start extending the service to other Nigerians who may be very busy or do not know how to go about it. They can pay you for the service and you render the service to them, pocket your money and keep life going. Exactly. But then, before you be able to benefit from this opportunity, you have to be someone that is committed and willing to learn. If you know you can follow very basic instructions and follow it till the end, then yes, this opportunity is for you. But if you're the kind of person that you don't like learning, maybe you just get a course or get information and dump it somewhere without implementing, then there will be no need for you to even continue, because at the end of the day, you will not be able to get anything out of what I'm going to be showing tonight. All right. Now, before I even proceed to tell you the processes or how you can get into this thing, I want you to see the progression of how international passports have moved from what it used to be back then in 2023 when I got my own international passport to currently, when as we are now in 2025. I got my own international passport in March 2023. That was when I did my application for international passport. And as at then, international passport 5 years validity was just 26,000 naira. Yes. And 10 years validity, that time they used to have 64 pages 5 years validity and 64 pages 10 years validity. So you can see the prices on the screen. But 5 years validity was 26,000 naira. That was the price I got my own international passport for. Then January 2024, that's the following year, barely 1 year after I got my international passport, the price was increased from that 26,000 naira to 36,000 naira. Then 10 years was still at that 72,000 naira that it used to be, right? As if that was not enough, that same 2024, that was last year, the price was still increased again. Remember, they increased it in January, they still increased it again in September, they increased it by 50%. Price moved from 36,000 naira for 5 years to 52,000 naira. And then price moved from 72,000 naira for 10 years validity to 104,000 naira. I still remember this thing like it was yesterday. The whole Nigeria was, everybody was panicking, was angry, was complaining that the price is too much, it's too much, it's too much. But the government still did not care because they did not reduce the price. Instead, Nigerians eventually adjusted to the new price and people kept on getting their international passports. Then the shocker came again this year, September 2025, that was like 2 months ago. The federal government still increased the price of international passport, this time by 100%. 5 years validity passport that used to be 50,000 naira, some people were still managing or struggling to raise the money to get. They now increased the official price. Now, this is the official price. Oh, they now increased it to 104,000 naira for 5 years. You can imagine. And then 10 years passport was increased from 104 to 208,000 naira. Can you see? It's very crazy. Like, even up till now, I am still not able to understand the psychology behind all of this increase, because I mean, how can an international passport be way more than minimum wage in a country? I don't get it. But that is the situation we see ourselves, and you really cannot do much about it. You just have to find a way to match up with the inflation, the way things are going, and get yourself out of the mess. It's that simple. So if you're in this class tonight, or if you have been in any of my class previously, this is your wake-up call, and you know that you're going to be needing an international passport. Guys, we're about to enter another new year. Nobody knows what they're about to do, because from the look of things, it seems like it's every January and every September that they're increasing their prices. So you don't know what is going to happen in the next few months again. So if you're going to be needing an international passport and you're here in this class watching me, the best thing to do for yourself is to make plans to get your international passport before this year runs out. make sure you get to, you apply for that passport before this year runs out, so that you will not get another shock, and maybe by January next year or around next year again they will go and increase the price, and then it will now be impossible for you to get an internship, because if they increase it again, I don't know how it's going to be. So why am I sharing all of this information to you tonight? Because I want you to firstly see, I want you to understand this. I want you to know that I understand your struggles, because I've been there myself. Imagine back then in 2023, when I wanted to get my internet. In fact, I started the process of getting my international passport from the year 2020, but because of the COVID and all of those back and forth that happened that year, I was not able to get it. At last, I got it in 2023. But before then, I was told that getting my international passport would cost me 87,000 naira. And as a student, I didn't even know how to raise that money or how to get it. Even when I tried to raise the money, something else will come and I will spend the money on something more pressing, all the back and forth. So I understand how these things can be. You might be intentional about raising money for passport, and then something more pressing will come and take away the money or take half of the money from you. Then you now have to start afresh again. Then another reason why I'm sharing this opportunity is for you to see that there is no time at all. This country, they really do not care about you. That's the sad truth. There is no time. The more time you're procrastinating, the more you're wasting time saying, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. The possibility of them increasing the price again is very, very certain. They can do it at any time, because honestly, they do not care about your city, the citizens of this country. They just want to do what they want to do, and that is it. And the funny or the sad thing is that Nigerians will eventually adjust. That's it. No matter how much you cry on social media, or no matter how much you say anything you say, they will still not listen or tone down the price. They will still do what they want to do. And then lastly, because I want the scales to fall off your eye, so that you realize that you can actually do this thing by yourself. It is not left to just immigration officers or to a certain set of people. You yourself, as a Nigerian citizen, you are entitled to this. You can actually get it by yourself. It's not rocket science. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how to get started tonight if you stay till the end. Okay? Now, some of the basic documents you're going to be needing for your international passports is, number one is your birth certificate, and that one is going to be coming from NPC. NPC here means National Population Commission. If your birth certificate is not from NPC, that application is going to be rejected. You will not be able to get your international passport. So make sure your birth certificate is coming from NPC. And if you don't have birth certificate from NPC, you can also use declaration of age certificates from high courts, right? You can use any of these two to apply for international passport. And just in case you don't have this birth certificate, you can even go to the National Population Commission website online and get the attestation letter. Any of them, whether the birth certificate or the attestation letter, so long as it's from NPC, it can work. Or if you don't have any of these two, you can still decide to go with your declaration of age certificate. Any of these three can work. But outside of these three, any other thing you use there, whether it's birth certificate from your church, from a local hospital, a private hospital, or your community, no, it is going to be rejected. Then the second one is identification certificate from your village or from your state or from the federal government. Yes, any of this one can work, so long as it is not a forged document, so long as it's something that is credible, it will work. Then your name slip, you're going to be needing name. So if you don't have name, whether it's a 1-year-old child, whether it's a minor, a toddler that you want to apply for, that child must have their own name. If you go through my YouTube channel, you're going to see some of the videos I've made about passport application for minor. You're going to see all the do's and don'ts for applying for minors. In fact, you can go through my YouTube page. You're going to see a lot of information I've put out concerning international passport, so that you can learn some of the things that are very, very important even before you start your application. But that aside, these are the documents that are going to be required of you. Then application form from immigration, of course, they're going to give you that one automatically when if your application is successful. Then verify payment receipt from immigration also. But before I forget, your NIN, before you'll be able to use your NIN, it must be verified by both NIMC, that is NIN themselves, and the immigration bodies. All right. So before I proceed to show you why you should become a passport procurement specialist, that is, if you are taking up the opportunity of learning it and making money from it, let me just take you straight to the website. Remember, I told you I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to do this thing by yourself, so that you can cut cost, right? So the first thing you have to do is just, so long as all your documents are ready. Now, these are the basic documents. You remember that when you're doing your application, there are actually different. I'm going to be showing you later, Sha. But if you're a married woman, the process is different. If it's your first time, you're a single and it's your first time, the process is different. Is different. If your passport is lost and you want to get a new passport, that means you're going for lost passport, or your passport is damaged. Like there are different categories, but these ones I listed here now are like the basic, the ones you cannot do without. But if you're going for other ones like lost passport, correction of data, the married woman or stuff like that, there are still other additional documents that will be required of you. But these ones are the main one that you must have before you even think of getting an international passport. So let me just take you straight to Google or any Chrome browser, any browser that you prefer to use. If you want to apply and get your international passport, the first thing you have to do is to go to the immigration website direct, right? So just go to passport.immigration.gov.ng. Website is passport.immigration.gov.ng. That is the official immigration site. All right. So once you come here, you're going to be seeing something like this. Just tap on continue because you're applying within Nigeria. If you're applying outside Nigeria, this is where you're going to come to. But because you're applying from Nigeria, you tap on this. Then, if it's your first time applying for an international, you've never had a passport before, you just come and tap on this apply for fresh passport. This particular place, that's where you're going to tap on. But if you already have a passport but it's about to expire or it has already expired, this is where you're going to come to. This particular point is where you're going to come to. Then if there is a mistake on your passport, maybe you already have a passport, it's expired or about to expire, but there's a mistake on it and now you want to get a new passport and you don't want that mistake to still be on the new passport you're about to get. That means you want to correct an information on your passport. Maybe it could be the age, the first name, the last name, whatever it is, right? This is where you're going to come to do that. In fact, anything that has to do with international passport is just these first three that are the most important. Then booking of appointments, these ones are just like secondary, but these three here are the primary. These are the three basic categories if you're applying for an international passport. But then and again, if you're going for correction of data, it's not something I'm going to advise you to do, especially as a first timer, because it's not as straightforward for a newbie, right? But if you're doing if it's your very first time getting an international passport, or you want to do a renewal that has no issues with age, correction of name, or whatever it is, then you're good to go. Any of these two can work. Then if you're going for the first time, just tap on that. I just tapped on fresh application. Let me see if I can go back. Okay, just tap on fresh application anyway. Then you just come here and type your name digits. Type your name. You can see it's the red asterisk. It means that without your name, remember what I told you, that without those basic documents, you cannot be able to do anything at all. Exactly. So you just come here, type your name digits. As soon as you have typed in all of your name digits, make sure it's correct. You type your date of birth and all of that. Then you tap on verify. Make sure you include this code as well. Then you tap on verify. Every of your details is going to come out here immediately. If there are any mistakes, you're going to also see it here. Then you know how to sort it before you proceed. Okay, so now let's go back to what we are doing. Let me proceed to show you how you can actually achieve all of these things. Okay. Yes. So moving forward, why should you become a passport procurement officer? Now, this is for someone that wants to take up this opportunity as a side business and start making money, right? The first on the list is that you're going to have the opportunity to earn not just in local currency but also in foreign currency. Because why this business is very interesting is that even as you're in Nigeria here, you can be applying for Nigerians abroad. And I don't know why. In fact, I know why. A lot of Nigerians abroad, whenever they want to renew their passports, they prefer to renew it from Nigeria instead of renewing it over there. And from the questions I've asked a few of them, they came to tell me that, oh, that is very stressful over there. The process is so long, the queue, like, it's just not favorable for them. So they even prefer to spend more money to be able to do it here in Nigeria, like for you that is there in Nigeria to do it for them and then ship it over to them there, than for them to go to the Nigerian embassy over there to do it. So you see, you are on, how will I put this thing now? Your edge is very high because you're not only applying for Nigerians in Nigeria, you're also applying for Nigerians abroad. And when you're doing application for Nigerians abroad, their website is completely different. Everything is different. You're going to also be charging them in foreign currencies because the website is also going to charge you in foreign currency. So it gives you the opportunity to earn in dollar, in euro, in pounds, and stuff like that. Can you see how interesting it can be? And you know what that can mean to your account balance, right? Exactly. Now you have time freedom and you also gain financial stability. I've talked about, in fact, this is like the major reason why I'm teaching people how to do this thing, because of the time freedom and financial stability that comes with it. It is very, very sweet, very, very interesting. Then you become highly sought after and you can work on your own terms. This is one thing that acquiring international passport for people does for you. Once you start this business and people get to know that yes, you apply for international passport, before you know what is happening, everybody would be start needing your service, because low key, everybody, even your neighbor, is secretly or silently on this Jabba journey, and that makes them your customer. So the earlier you start speaking out, start telling people that you do international passport, the better for you, because if you do not tell people that what you are doing, they won't know that you're doing it, and they'll take your money to the next person that they are aware that you're doing that kind of business. So that's why I always tell my people, always make sure you advertise, always talk to people both online and offline, let people know, post what you do, post this thing on your status, let people know that you do international passport, so that when the time comes, or even if it's not there, maybe a family member or a friend of theirs wants to get an international passport, the first person that will come to their head is you, because you already told them that you do it, or they already see you posting about international passport on your status, so they are the first person that they will recommend for that job, right? Then another one is the opportunity for you to monetize your knowledge and upgrade financially. I think I've already talked about this one over and again. And then another thing is that this the process of learning this is affordable, and the duration is very, very short. The duration for you to master this skill is very, very short. Now, it is easy to learn and the work hours are very flexible. Let me explain this one. When I say that the duration to learn this course is very short, is because I'm going to be introducing to you at the end of the day is something that I have already segmented into digestible folders, and I made it very, very short, in the sense that as you're watching the course, or as you're watching the videos in the folders, you'll be assimilating it immediately. You'll be able to digest every single process on how you can be able to do this thing by yourself, even whether for yourself or for people around you. That is, if you're monetizing the knowledge, right? And then flexible work hours, in the sense that you do not necessarily have to work 9 to 5. Like, there is no work hour. In fact, during this last increase that happened in September this year, a lot of us, both me and my mentees, we were working till as late as 3 a.m., 2 a.m., because the traffic was too much. A lot of people wanted to do their passport so that they would escape that increase that was to be implemented on the 1st of September. So a lot of people were in a haste to make payments. So what does it, if for example it's something that is 9 to 5, it automatically means that the website has closed. But no, the website is up and running 24 hours. Do you get? So it means that you can be doing your 9 to 5. When you come back from your 9 to 5, you can still take this one up and do it. It's just flexible. You can do it from your house, or from your office, or in the toilet, or in the kitchen, or wherever you are, is as flexible as that. And that takes us to the seventh point, which is it gives you the opportunity to work remotely from anywhere and take more than a role. Taking more than a role, in the sense that you can have 5 customers at a time, you collect money from them, and you'll be doing the application for them simultaneously, right? You don't have to completely finish one person's application, then they'll get their passport before you go to the next one. No, you can actually do multiple applications for your customers at the same time, and that way you are making more money for yourself. Do you get the point? And then career advancement is the last one I have on my list for tonight. Career advancement, in the sense that you can be a banker and still be a passport procurement specialist. You can be a chef, you can be whatever it is that you are. This one does not limit you, because like I said, it is very, very flexible, and it is something that will not even take you up to 30 minutes, and you're completely done with an application and moving to the next. It's not something that is going to take you months or weeks or years for you to be able to complete. No, in the space of 10, 20, 30 minutes at most, you are done with that application and you're moving over to the next thing on your agenda for the day. All right. Now, speaking of monetizing of knowledge, I said I always show what I do, or I always teach people what has worked for me, right? Speaking of monetizing of my knowledge, ever since 2023 when I realized that okay, this thing actually works. You can actually, because I was part of the people that thought you cannot do this thing by yourself. That it's only immigration officers that can actually help you get your international passport. That was why mine delayed all the way from 2020 to 2023 because I could not gather the money that they were requesting from me at that time. So after I was able to realize that okay, this thing is actually something you can do by yourself without anybody teaching you. That was in 2023. I started teaching people after I got my passport. I started showing Nigerians that see, oh, you can actually get this thing by yourself. Even though a lot of people called me scam then, people did not believe, especially because of the price it was at then, 26,000 naira to get passport. Why the agents were charging up to 100K and stuff like that to get the same passport. So people already used to that 100K, like people already used to the mindset that passport is expensive. So imagine coming to tell them that the same passport that their family members or people they know got at 100K, 180K. You're now telling them it's 20,000 naira. Come on now, they will see you as a joke. Or a lot of people bashed me, especially on Facebook, that I'm a thief, I'm joking, this and that and that. But thankfully, along the line, people who got to actually, people that keyed into the information or that keyed into what I was saying, they eventually benefited. A lot of people applied that same year and even the subsequent year before all the crazy increase started happening. So from the screen here, you can see this thing here that is showing here is number of people because I always this is my like my WhatsApp business and I always tag my customers or my students. So these are the number of people I've served. In 2023, you can see the number of people there. 2024 came, I served over 600 people, both my students and people I did the application for. And then now this is 2025. You can see the number of people there. As it is right now, this is not even updated. Let me check my WhatsApp. It's about I have over 300 served customers this year. And reason why it's not even more than this is because this year I decided to tone down because I'm learning other things like I okay. But just know that I've just been moving on and on and on, showing people the way, a lot of things like that. I have over 800 students in my mentorship group currently that are keyed into this system and they're already making good money for themselves. Now look at what what's the JAMB officer said, JAMB registrar. He said that make degree no longer guarantee jobs, no longer can guarantee jobs. So you need to seek demonstratable skills that will give you money. Imagine someone that is JAMB officer or JAMB official telling Nigerians, telling youth that they should not depend on their degree. Oh, now getting degree is good, but you should not depend on it that you're going to use it to get a good paying job. We all know that there are so many people in this country that have BSc, MSc, even some PhD holders, but without good skills, they are still earning peanuts. And there are people who just have ND, HND, or even BSc that is earning more than someone that is having MSc or someone that has a PhD. That's how crazy this country is, and that's how crazy the situation or the reality of so many people are. So if you're watching me again, let me repeat it. This is the opportunity. Don't sleep on just one stream of income or two streams of income. Get as multiple as possible. So long as you are good at it and it is profitable enough, don't sleep on it. Make sure you take it in and you start making good money for yourself. Period. Now let me show you this banger testimonies from my students. There are a lot of them, but I just highlighted this one for the sake of this training. This person said, "Dear admin, I have joined several groups before now with nothing to show for it. It's one thing to learn a skill and it's another thing to get in touch with its market. I have wasted time, data, money, sleep, chasing thick smoke without corresponding benefits. But since I took the risk of being part of this platform, it's been success stories ever since. I haven't backed out on any and none has turned into insults or embarrassment. So once again, to our ever humble, selfless, ever responding, always available admin, which is me, thank you. Irrespective of what I charge, in less than 30 minutes, I'm done. Chai, this business sweet past honey. In all glory to God." So can you see this man's testimony? This is coming from our mentorship group. One of my mentees, he came back some weeks after he enrolled for the class, and he came back to share his testimony that ever since he joined, ever since he got this knowledge, that it has been yielding him good results. Like without even much time, he will be able to look at what he said, irrespective of what he charged, in less than 30 minutes he's done. Remember what I said about that this thing is very, very easy to learn. It's not something that is going to take you months or weeks for before you'll be able to finish a task. In the space of 10, 20 minutes, you're completely done with the application, and you're moving over to the next thing on your agenda. That's how easy, that's how interesting this thing can be, right? Then this other person tell me, she said she tagged the first testimony and she said, "You're sharing my testimony, Coach Dima. Whatever you lay your hand upon shall continue to prosper in Jesus' name." It was yesterday I'm thinking of this, that I need to share my testimony. 40 plus passports done and dusted. Can you see this? 40 passports. Just calculate the kind of profit she has made from just this one. And as at the time when she shared this thing, she was less than 3 months in the academy. Oh. And when she shared this thing, it's already a year and counting now. So imagine the number of passports that she must have done by now. Because one good thing about this thing is that once you're able to successfully do once you're able to successfully complete one or two passports, that's how you keep on getting referrals and referrals from people, from those people that you did passports for. That's how they keep on referring their friends or their family members. So the job or the business becomes even more easier for you. That's just the simple truth or the simple reality about this thing. So imagine how much passports she must have done from then till now. That's just all I have to say for this. Now, what are the next steps that you need to take for you to be able to be part of this opportunity that I'm presenting this night? First of all, you need to admit that you need an international passport or that you need this skill, depending on the category that you fall under, right? Then the next is that you need to do your research so that you can be able to clear some doubts, right? Please ignore the back. I don't know if you are getting the background noises. I'm so sorry about that. There are some kids that are playing in the neighborhood here. So these are some of the things we face as creators or as coaches. So sorry about that. Um, so the second step here is that you need to do a little research so that you'll be able to clear some of the doubts you have, just in case you're still okay. I already showed you on the website how you can go to the immigration website to do it by yourself. So you can see that the website is even open for all Nigerians. It's not just limited to passport officers or immigration officers. Even you as a Nigerian, as long as you have your phone and you have access to the internet, you can actually get this thing done, right? Then the next step here is for you to enroll into a quality course that will where you are going to learn the entire skill from start to finish without any roadblocks, right? Then you seek mentorship and guidance. That's step 4. Seek mentorship and guidance so that you'll be able to learn this thing faster. When you are learning this thing with someone showing you the way, the steps to follow, it will become easier for you. You will not make unnecessary mistakes. And let me even add this thing: immigration services is very, very sensitive. International passport, as anything that has to do with international passport or immigration, is very, very sensitive. It's not something you play around with or do trial and errors with. You need to be able to be smart at it so that you don't make mistake that will cost you more. In the name of saving money, you now end up making mistake that will cost you more than you bargained for. No, I'm sure you don't want that kind of thing, and I'm also not. I don't want that kind of thing for my students either. So that's where mentorship and guidance comes in. All right. Then the next step here is that you need to gather your documents. Remember all the documents I mentioned earlier. Gather all your documents, and as soon as you gather your document, nothing else is keeping you. You've already crossed step 1 to step 5. Then the last step is for you to start that application. That is if you're doing the application for yourself. But if you're doing it for someone, so long as the person has given you all the document that is needed, the next thing you have to do is to start the application for that person. Then from there, you scale up. All right. Now, let me tell you this. Even if you have an existing offline business or an online business, but you're not satisfied with what you're earning weekly or daily, or you're just not satisfied, you're just not satisfied with the way money is coming in, that automatically means you need an extra source of income. So please make sure you do not ignore this information I am sharing with you today. Okay? Now my students listen to what my student had to say about how she transitioned from point zero, where she was as at the time she met the course, to just, I think, about 1 month or thereabout after she stepped into this academy or into this training, how everything moved for good for her. So just listen now. Let me play so that you listen to it. Okay. So I don't know if you heard everything they said, but in conclusion, the first person was just celebrating her big win. She signed a contract with a travel agency. She said before she joined the academy, she was just doing it more like she was getting customers for an immigration officer, and then the person would just give her small tip from the profit that they made. Do you get? But after she learned this course, she became confident and she started doing the application solely by herself without involving the officer anymore. And just like that, because she was showcasing her work both on Facebook and on her status, that was how someone picked her up at a travel agency and signed a deal with her that she will not be the one to be doing all the application that is coming into that agency. Do you know what that means? Anybody that is coming to use the service of that travel agency, she will automatically be the one to do the passports for all of the applicants. That's a big one. And this other person was also saying that as at the time when he met this course, he didn't have anything at all, no money in his account, nothing to his name. But just in the few months that he joined the academy, he was able to, just with the little amount he used to sign up, now he is able to. In fact, one thing about this guy, he has been keeping me updated with his progress. He has not just been able to have customers and have money to himself, he was able to open a shop. Now he has a shop because he's also into CAC registration, all other things, NIN modification and all of those things. Now he has a physical working shop, someone that did not have anything at all. If you see this man's profile picture like 1 year ago and what he's looking like now, you will not believe it. That is the power of what diversifying your income or getting into a skill or into a business opportunity that is very profitable can do for you in the space of weeks, in the space of months like this. Your life is going to literally change for good. Okay, so let's continue. Now, how do you get started from here? Just in case you watched till this point and you're interested and you're wondering how can you go about this thing. The first strategy you need to do is you need to get organized information on every single step to take. I think I've already talked about this when I talked about mentorship and guidance, right? Then the next thing you have to do is someone to guide you and coach you till you're able to stand on your feet. Both of them are still saying the same thing. When you get organized information, it's one thing to go to YouTube or to Google or to wherever, or to TikTok to go and get information from people. Some of them are just looking for traffic to their websites, to their pages, views, likes, and all of those things. So they might not really give you detailed information. Or sometimes when they say something that it actually interests you, then you start asking them further questions in the comment section. Nobody will be there to respond to you. They will not be able to give you detailed steps or guidance on how you can go about it. That is one thing about information you get online. Most of them are not really organized. I actually have someone sometime last year that reached out to me and was like, oh, that he already made a mistake, that he saw some information on YouTube and on Instagram from a lady that was sharing how she got her international passport. But unfortunately for him, he didn't really get the full details because just like a wrap up now. So he eventually went to the website, but because he didn't know which one is which, he eventually went and applied for a category that he did not fall under. And that was how the money that he used to apply for that passport went, that is gone. Because one thing about immigration is that any mistake you make, especially when it comes to payments, maybe you are supposed to apply for a diplomatic passport and you went and apply for standard passports or stuff like that. That one don't go. Like, you cannot be able to. Nobody is going to respond to you. Nobody is going to answer you. That's just it. You just have to forget about that money. So imagine forfeiting 104,000 naira or 208,000 naira or even more than that simply because you made a small mistake that is very, very avoidable. Exactly. So that's why you need organized information that will teach you every single step on how to go about it. Then you also need guidance. So just in case, even after you've gone through the materials and you still feel stuck at any point, you still have someone to run back to, someone that you still go and ask questions and they will be able or readily available to answer you. Do you understand? Or you even be in a community where you'll be able to learn from other people's experiences. Do you get, so that you'll be able to know how to navigate your customers or navigate any experience you're meeting along the way. Exactly. Then the last step here is that you should be able to start in a timely manner. Do not procrastinate any further. I already showed you how passport prices have progressed in the last 2 years. So imagine someone that met the opportunity in 2023 or even early 2024 that was procrastinating, I'm going to do it. Then I have a lot of them in my DM as at last 2 months. They were just lamenting that, oh, they would have done this thing, they would have done this thing. But nothing can be done because the hands of time cannot be shifted, right? They just have to either do it now or still procrastinate again and do it at even a higher price. That is what procrastination can do. So make sure that you're not procrastinating. So long as you have all your documents ready and you know you're going to be needing this international passport, just start now. Just do the application. Nothing else is delaying you, right? Just do it. Okay. Now let's do this mathematics. Imagine you get a course that is being sold for 20,000 naira only. Then after learning it and practicing it, you started getting back to back jobs that equals 120 to 200,000 naira in a month. That's like 5,000 your return on investment, is it not? Or maybe you landed international customers that amounted to profit of over $250 to $300 in just 1 month. Ha! That one is a complete steal now. In fact, you're supposed to even come and be paying tithes in that case, right? But that is exactly what this opportunity can do for you. I have some of my students who are even getting international customers more than Nigerian based customers. Some of them are getting a mix, some of them are just getting Nigerian customers. But at the end of the day, the kind of money they are making per month, even per week sef, is nothing compared to the peanuts they paid to be able to access this knowledge or this information, which I'm still showing you tonight. Let's proceed. Now, these are the two common mistakes you must avoid. I've talked about procrastination time and again. Then the second one is inconsistency. And this inconsistency is for people who are taking up this business opportunity. You are not supposed to be posting your business once in a blue moon or whenever you feel like it. Is not vibes. It is an actual business. So, and for people to take you seriously or to trust you, especially when it has to do with a sensitive matter or document like international passport, they need to see the seriousness and consistency in you. You must continuously post it. You can be posting your status or your WhatsApp status or Instagram or even TikTok. Like me, I have a complete page on TikTok where I dedicated to talking about international passport. Even this YouTube channel is completely dedicated to international passport and travel abroad, right? So when people come across your page like this, they see your seriousness, they see how you talk about this thing, that okay, you're actually someone that can help them do this, and they trust you to that extent. That's when they can trust you with their money to give you such amount of, because some people, this hundred and something k is their life savings save. So imagine someone bringing out their entire life saving, was something that I've worked for like 6 months, 8 months, even 1 year, to come and give you just like that. No, now they have to trust you to that extent to be able to do it. So you also take your business seriously. If you key into this opportunity as a business, don't just joke with it or just do it anyhow because oh, they said it's lucrative. Then you now post it and leave it till the next 5 weeks or next 5 days before you post again. If you treat it like that, you're also going to get that kind of result. You'll be seeing your profit as you want. Do you get the point? Yeah. So imagine what your life is going to look like 8 to 12 months from now if you take up this opportunity as your side business, right? In fact, you can even decide to do the two. You can, if you need an international passport and you still need another stream of income, you can use your own application to test run, right? You can do your international passport. After I've gotten your passport, that's exactly how I did mine. I did my internet. I didn't even know I would ever use this, I would ever show Nigerians how to do this thing or to even show or even to make money from it. I just did it because I wanted to save money, right? And then after that, I saw that okay, this thing is actually what a lot of Nigerians need, though. People don't even know that this thing is actually possible. That was how I started creating awareness, and like that, the money started coming. Exactly. So you can even use yourself to do the test running, and after you're finished doing your application, you're getting your passport, you can switch into the business and start doing the passport for other people. Do you get the point? Exactly. So you'll finally be able to afford the things that used to be a big deal to you, because now you're making money, you're making extra money from what you're already making right now. And if at all you're not even making anything at all, you eventually start making money. Few months from now, start testifying like others and be able to afford those things that used to be like rocket science to you. Those basic things, you know, now you know how it is. You'll be able to gain more respect in your family and even amongst your friends. Your parents will brag about you, your siblings will brag about you, because you know what it means that you work with immigration, you are affiliated with them, you now do things, you now do passport. Ha, is another is pride on its own. Oh. Let's not even go into that. That is a separate discussion on its own, right? You'll be able to place your mom or your dad on salary and take care of your loved ones without your account shaking. A lot of us here now, you have things that you want to do for your loved ones. It's in your mind, it's in your heart. But the only thing that is keeping you from doing it is that you don't have money. You don't have that kind of money, right? So now imagine being financially stable enough that you can now do any of those things that you've always wished in your heart, and your account will still not feel it. How sweet can that be? Exactly. Then as a woman, you cannot be able to support your partner better, and he will even be more proud of you. You cannot be able to surprise him on his birthdays, on those little anniversaries, or those small things, and he will be happy. He will be proud of you as well, because now you're not always depending on him for money. You can now also contribute to an extent to what is happening in the family, right? Then as a parent, you will now be also able to put your children in good schools and give them the quality of life that they deserve. You know the kind of satisfying feeling that can give you, right? You cannot be able to travel by air and even go to vacations on at will, because now you have your international passport. Even if you don't have your international passport, but you want to travel by flight, by air, you can do that. You no longer have to go and be entering night bus or squeezing yourself inside Marua to be able to get to your destination because you don't have money. Do you know how all of these things, these are things that you fantasize in your head, so you know what it's going to be like when eventually all of these things becomes your reality. Exactly. And this opportunity can do it for you. It is 100% possible. You just have to learn how to do this thing and how to do it the right way. And the good thing is, I am showing you how you can get all of these things done. Now you have two options. These two options are what I always present to my students, to my audience, every single time I am on live classes or even WhatsApp classes like this. First option is for you to take everything you've learned so far and go figure it out on your own. Like, go do the trial and errors. If you're able to succeed, thank God, good luck to you. I'm not wishing you bad, but the process for you to get all of those things by trial and error is longer compared to when you have guidance. It's that simple. It's just that simple. Yes. Or the second option is for you to work with someone who knows this business very well and get that person to train you to you're able to get it right. And that person is me. I've been in this business at least for the past 2 years, so I know how these things work. And even if you fall into any tight situation now, I can tell you what to do to get out of it, because I've been there. I have the experience, even my students and all of those things. So you cannot compare it to someone who is just doing it blindly, and if eventually you fall into problem, you won't even know your left from your right. You won't even know what to do, and then at the end of the day, you might even end up losing money, the same money that you have been saving, that you are trying to cut cost on. You eventually end up losing it. And let me say one thing again, because there is something I noticed that some people do. They would like to go for option one. They want to go figure it out by themselves, which is not bad. That is exactly what I did. In fact, I didn't have anybody that showed me any opportunity. This is just something that I came across by the grace of God online, and then I did my research and eventually got it done. But some people will now see this opportunity. They will not want to invest in the knowledge. They want to go do it by themselves. Then when they feel stuck at some point, they'll not come back to me and be like, "Oh, coach, I attended one of your training. I applied for my passport. I'm feeling stuck. This and that happened. How can I go about it?" Omo, I will read your message and I will ignore you. Do you know why? Because there are still other people, my mentees, they saw the same opportunity, they took up the opportunity, and they are paying for that same thing that you want to get for free. Some people like to play smart. They'll see something, they will not want to key into it, they will not want to invest into it, but they want to get the same value that other people that pay. Those people that pay for it, they are not goats now, they are not mad. It's not like they don't have anything to do with their money, but they decided to invest in that thing, to learn that thing, to get the knowledge. So if you want to go learn, you want to go do your research by yourself and all of those things, just make sure you do it to the end, because if at any point you get stuck, I'm not the person that will help you out of it. Thank you. Now, if you're one of those people that always get triggered because you always feel like you're enriching course creators with your money, with your registration fee. In fact, you feel like, is that your registration fee, that is feeding them, that is enriching them. You don't like buying courses, so anytime that any offer is presented, you start feeling triggered, you start saying some things. It's better you just leave now, because the opportunity I'm about to show you is what I've been talking about since the onset when I started this training, right? That is the same opportunity I'm about to present to you. So if at this point you're not interested in all of that, then it's time to move. Then this is me introducing the Passport with Ease course to you. And this course is not just any kind of course. It's not a PDF, it's not a book. It's actually a video course. And this video course is going to show you the step-by-step process on how you can actually apply and get your international passport without having to pay any agent fees, without having to contact anybody, just you doing your thing yourself from start to finish successfully. Do you get? Now, what does this course entail? It has full enriched modules. It is first self-paced and there is accountability. Self-paced in the sense that you are not under any pressure to finish in the next 1 week, to finish in the next 2 days, to finish in the next 1 month. No, you go at your own pace. So even if you're a very busy person, your work is always taking all of your time, you can still do it at your own convenience, right? And then there is accountability for you because there is regular check-ins, even in our mentorship group and all of that. You always even get motivation from those from people from things that are happening in the group. You get motivation to see that you yourself you are slacking. You will now be able to move yourself to do more for yourself, right? And then you're having lifetime access to this information or to this opportunity. And even if for any reason there is any upgrade, because I always update the course anytime that anything new is added to immigration, in like to getting of passports, immigration, and all of those things, I still add it to the course. So because you have a lifetime access, even if I add any new update to the course, you're not paying any extra fee. Just that your one-time registration is what you're going to be paying to have access to it for life, including any new updates that are added. And the thing is that anytime I upgrade the course, I increase the price. Yes, because the value have increased, so the price also have to increase. But the good thing is that you that is already inside the course, you're not paying any extra stuff. Regardless, even if the price moves to 50K tomorrow, you are still there for life and you're not charged anything. But newcomers who are going to be joining us at the time that the price have increased, they'll pay the higher amount. But you that is already there, you have access to it for life. And there is hands-on learning in the sense that this is not just theory, this is not just church or church. You'll be seeing the workings. In fact, there is a whole folder where I dedicated to live illustration where you're going to be able to do. In fact, you can even be watching the course and be doing your own by yourself and be seeing how everything is being done. That's what I mean by hands-on learning. All right. And then there is 100% money back guarantee. Now, if at all you go through this and after you've watched my live session, you're interested in this opportunity, and then you now go to the course and you realize that everything I've been saying here is not true, that oh, you're not able to apply for international passports, you're not able to do all of the things I said you're going to be able to do from this live session, you just found out about that, all you just have to do is to show me your evidence that oh, you tried to apply for international passports and you were not able to do it following what I showed you in the course, then I'll give you your money back. This money back guarantee is what I have been promising since 2023, and all of my students till date, none of them have had any issue of oh, this course is fake, this course did not teach me. Instead, they always come back with their positive reviews, which I'm going to be showing you very soon. Now, this is what the course entails. You can just screenshot so I don't waste a lot of time on it because it's actually a lot what we have inside the course. There is guidelines and tools for doing your capturing at home. Now you have to do your capturing at home before you even go and meet the capturing you're going to do at the immigration office. You're going to see how to edit your pictures like a pro before you upload it. You're going to see how to resize your photos, how to, if you're assisting other people, like if you're taking out the business, you're going to see the rules and the tips for you to be able to assist other people to apply. Remember the documents I told you that there are documents for married women, for divorced people, for children, for single people, for lost passport, damage, all of those things. I listed everything inside the course. So it is to your advantage, especially if you're taking up the business as the scale as a business. It is to your advantage because now you're not stranded or thinking in your head, which what am I going to tell this customer? Everything is already done for you, just for you to go there, update yourself, and use it to make money. Simple. You're also going to see how to check if your name is verified by immigration, and if it is not, what to do next. Exactly. Now, this is more of what is inside the course curriculum, how to open an account, and that is if you're an abroad applicant or if you want to apply for someone abroad, how to successfully open an account if the person does not have an open ID, all the center availability tips, how to behave on your appointment day, because they work people out or they send people home on appointment day. Is that strict sometimes? So you're going to see the do's and don'ts of the immigration office, how to schedule a missed appointment just in case something came up unexpectedly and you just missed your appointment, how to go about the rescheduling. And if you try to reschedule and the website is not allowing you, they're telling you is restricted for this center, you still see how to go about it so that you don't miss out on it. What to do at every stage, how to track your application, like every single thing, guys, is already done for you. This course is just like you were being spoon fed, because I put in all of my all inside of this course just to make sure that it is very easy for anyone who is coming across it. Even the frequently asked questions and the instant solutions are inside the customer care. Okay, now when we go over to the bonuses, because after all of these things that I put in inside the course curriculum, I still added bonuses for you. Inside this bonus, you're going to see how to ace your IELTS, because when you're getting international passport, it automatically means that you're either moving abroad to go study or for greener pastures, maybe to go work or whatever it is at all. And most of these countries, before they will allow you come into their country as a student or as a worker, they will want you to write IELTS. So the one of the most you're going to see there is a pathway on how you can actually pass your IELTS in the next, or even if it's your first time, your first sitting. You're going to see how to book both local and international flights from scratch, even if you've never done this thing before. This one alone is supposed to be a course on its own, but I just added it as the bonus. I've seen people who are selling just this international or this flight booking of a thing as a course, and I know I've seen courses of 10K on just this, but this is what I'm going to be getting for free as a bonus inside the Passport with Ease course. I know I outdid myself in this, but that is just me doing it for us all as Nigerians, right? Now you're going to see how to resize your documents, how to tackle queried applications. So if at all for any reason at all, eventually your application or your customer's application was queried, you are not going to be stuck. You're going to see how to tackle that part and move forward. You're going to see direct contact for immigration. If at all you get to the point of calling immigration for any reason, there are customer care lines I put in for you that once you call them, you're going to be able to get them, at least one of them. They'll be able to respond to you. Even like all the contact lines are there. Then you're going to see how to monetize your knowledge. Like I said, for people that want to take up the opportunity and not look desperate or unprofessional in front of your customers. People don't like desperate people, or when you're being tacky when you're expressing yourself, when you're being unprofessional, they'll just leave you and move to whoever they feel they are comfortable with. So this course is also going to teach you how to be very professional when you are advertising your business and stuff like that. And even for my affiliates, if there are, because this course also have a section for affiliates, people that are interested in affiliating the course and making another extra money apart from you monetizing the knowledge. If you still want to become an affiliate, there are even affiliate materials, promotional materials for you as an affiliate. Like I just said, I just fed you from the start to the finish, even to the point of making money and still being spoon fed. So I don't know why you will not make money from this course, or I don't know why you will not make extra streams of income, money for yourself from this course before this year runs out. So you're supposed to be cashing out big. All right. Then you have direct access to me. Anytime you have personal questions or you need clarity on anything, you can just send me a message, or if I'm online, you can even request for a call and get on the call with me. All right. Now, when I talk about everything being in folders, you can see it. This is just a screenshot from where everything is secured in a Google Drive. Look at it. You can see the folder for applying for my Nigeria. It's there. Live illustration, the one I told that is hands-on. You're going to be seeing everything, how it is being done, and you even follow suits to be doing your own. You can see the applying outside Nigeria is also there for your abroad customers. Then you can see my strategy, my winning strategy that I've been using, not just me, even my students, is all there. Then all the bonuses I listed for you, they are all there. Then the IELTS I talked about, look at this, it even has a folder of its own, just for you to see that I am not capping. Everything is already detailed and set out for you in a table. Just go and dine, go and make money. Then this is my support group that I talked about. A lot of us are already there, over 850 people now. We're currently there, we're making money. But I must warn you, this group, we mean business there. And the only reason why you're going to be sent out of this group is when you go against any of our group rules. Apart from that, you have a lifetime access to this group. Okay? Moving forward, and before you even join the group, you're going to see all of the rules and regulations. Even inside the course, the rules and regulations that helps us, that guards this group is there. So the only reason why you're going to be sent out of this group is if you go against any of those rules. Outside of that, we are cool. All right. Now let's hear some of the testimonies I promised you I'm going to be sharing. And if you look at all of these testimonies, see that majority of them are from now. This person said she was able to talk with 100% confidence and she was ready for any question because our coach has done a very good job. God bless you, Dima. This other person talked about how she was scared of taking a job, of taking taking a job from a customer. Even when she saw a customer that was willing to pay her, she was still scared because she was not sure if she was able to do it. Then she came back to me and was like, oh, she have a customer, but she's scared. I told her to go ahead and do it. She should collect the money. She should not allow the money slide. And that was how she did. And when she came back with her testimony, she said she has 12 customers on her WhatsApp that she's working for. So you can see what this thing can, just one customer. That's why I said just one person, even if you're having that doubt in you that, oh, I cannot do this thing, I'm scared. Just one, it just takes one application for you to build your confidence and for you to become a pro. Just one job, just one application, and you're already a pro in this thing. It's a confidence booster. That's just the truth about it. And this other person said, you paid for, I think she's replying to someone in the group. She said, you paid for the video and it is very interesting and easy. A day or 3 hours, you watch the video course finish and you'll be able to apply for anyone interested. My first job was applying for a client outside UK who needed renewal who needed a renewal passport and it was successful. So this was I told you that you can be in Nigeria and applying for Nigerians abroad and you'll be making money in dollars, making money in foreign currencies. And when you convert it to our Nigerian naira, you know what it means in your account. You know the kind of elevation it's going to give your account, right? Exactly. Now these are so many of them. A lot of them. You can just screenshot and enjoy yourself, read and see how other people are testifying. I could not even put, I just put a few of them here so that I don't bore you with plenty testimonial from other people. What I want you to do is to join and be the next person to share your testimony. Yes. Mm. This person said, Coach, I was expecting you to add visa application to our packages. Your package is very rich. God bless you. This visa application is what a lot of people have been requesting, but the only reason I have not added this visa application to this course is because it is very, very complex. Visa application is not straightforward. Every country have their own pattern or their own way. So, and if I say let me add just 3 countries, another person will come and be like, oh, I saw Canada, I saw UK, I saw US, but I did not see Germany. Please add Germany. That means I will not have to add the entire countries, all the countries in the world. I have to add their visa process. I know under visa you have student visa, you have tourist visa, you have work visa. That means you have to. Oh God, it's just so complex. That's why. But I keep on getting this request on visa application. So it is what it is. Anyway, mm, this person said, thanks for yesterday, ma. I was going through the training. I was so happy purchasing the course. Can you sell your course? Can I sell your course by getting a commission from you? Okay, this person said, Coach Dima is doing well. I salute the growth of international passport coaching and mentoring. Okay. This person said, in fact, this is the cheapest training I have ever paid for. Thank you for that, man. I expect everybody in the group to rush and pay. Okay, okay. That's that. I'm blessed by God to make me come across your advert on Facebook. You'll be more blessed in all areas of your life. So at the conclusion of everything is that all of my students, every single one of them are satisfied with the outcome or with the content of this course. No regrets, no regrets. Real people, real testimonies, no regrets. Right now, this knowledge you're getting this night is invaluable, and any price that I attach to it tonight is a complete steal. Yes, I know what I'm saying because I know I'm the course creator. I'm not affiliating somebody's course. So I know what I put into this course. So just see any amount I tell you to pay tonight as your commitment fee because I'm not going to give it to you for free. That's the truth. I'm not anything that is given to people for free, they take it for granted. Even me, most of the PDFs or whatever it is that were given to me for free, I've not even opened some of them. That's the sad reality of free things. Hardly 90% of the time you will not take it seriously. So I'm not going to put in all of this effort and then come and give it to you for free. And when I come to check on you on how far that stuff, you be like, oh, I've not opened it. I'm going to check on it later. Oh. No, pay for it so that you see that when you remember that your money is there, you go and watch it and you implement and make money and come back with your testimony. Yes. So here is a fair cost of what you'll be getting tonight. Remember all the segment I gave? There is applying from Nigeria, there's applying from abroad, there is my strategy, there is skill monetization, there are the bonuses, and even my mentorship community. So if I'm to start pricing each and every one of them, like start segmenting and putting a price to it, it's going to cost more than 50,000 naira. And there are some that I cannot even put a price of, like the scheme monetization part, the bonuses that I attach to this course, and even my mentorship. Even if I give every other thing for free, see my mentorship community, I cannot give it to you for free. It's just priceless, because there you're getting connection, you're getting value, you're getting, there's no question, even things that are out that are not related to international passports. Once you drop it there, you get response, you get solution to it. So I don't even play without my community at all, right? But this if I'm to start putting a price to it so that some people will be able, because not everybody will be able to afford it, but let some people be able to afford it, this is what is going to cost you. But no, I'm not going to be doing that. Even though it's going to be, it's totally worth it at any price, and it's still a fair deal if I decide to give it at 50,000 naira. And it's still at 25,000 naira, that's half of that. But I'm still going to allow you to pay this. I'm going to cut the chase and tell you how much it is, just in case tomorrow you realize there is no bonus and you're seeing a new price. You'll not be shocked. You remember that, oh, she said it in her class, so that this is the standard price. It is 25,000 naira standard price. But I, even up till now, it's still at the 40% bonus discount, which is 15,000 naira. If you go to the my hosting site, which is Seller, where I hosted the course, you're going to see the price. The 40% discount is more like, that's like $10 only, is what you're going to see on the website. This is the website, my hosting site, Seller. You're going to see there if you want to make purchase any time of the year, anytime, except later I remove the discount, the 40% discount, and leave it back at the 25,000 naira standard price. But for now, anytime you're ready to make payment for the course, you can just go to the website. You can even visit my WhatsApp catalog. You see the link to this Seller page. You just go there straight up, make your payment, just tap on the enroll now button. It will take you to where you're going to input your in getting this call. Then I'm going to give you an offer. I'm going to give you a little offer just for the next 40. Let me just keep it at 48 hours. 48 hours is like 2 days from now, right? Yeah. Let me just give you 48 hours opportunity to benefit right now. So I'm going to be taking out the 5,000 naira from the 15,000 naira and giving you the opportunity to pay just 10,000 naira only. But that will be if you are paying immediately, because before you know what is happening, even the 48 hours is gone and it will reverse back to its 15,000 naira. But if you don't have the 10,000 naira now, you can, don't pressure yourself, just do it at your own pace. Anytime you have the 15,000 naira, you just come back, go to the seller website, and register and get the course. But if you want to benefit from the discounts that I'm giving right now, just make payment. Look at where you're going to pay. Either you pay to my OPay or you pay to my money point account. And the reason why I'm using the notification, I'll get your payments basically, and I'll enroll you into the course. Yes, just make the payment, then you send me your proof of payment and your email, your preferred email address, because I'm going to be giving you access with your email. So you just send it to my WhatsApp, the same WhatsApp number that I used to drop messages in the community, proof of payment and your email too. Then I'm going to and if you want to pay in dollars, it's just $7, right? It's not even up to $10. I will send you just a request for my dollar account. I'm going to give that to you. Then you make the payment and then you send your proof of payment and I'll register you immediately. Immediately. You cannot get the discount, the 10K discount on seller. That's why there is no seller link here. You have to pay directly to my account, to any of these accounts. So you can screenshot. Let me see if I can paste the account number here as well. So just no, sorry. Just a sec, please. Just my camera went off, but I didn't get that on time. So I'm already concluding. I'm already concluding. Just a sec, please. Um, Sorry. So I think I'm done with these frequently asked questions. But just in case you still have any other question that I've not attended to in the course of this training, please do well to drop it in the comment section. Either you drop it now in the comment section, or if you're watching the replay, because I'm going to drop the link to the replay in the group. If you're watching the replay, you can just send the question in my DM, or just tag any of the messages in the community and drop your question. I'll respond to them as soon as I see them. All right. Now, these are some of the other benefits of enrolling into the course. I've already talked about some of them already. Um, you have lifetime access, get up to date information because I always update the course as soon as there are any new updates. You save tangible money for yourself, no errors to be encountered because you're doing this application by yourself. So, yes, no errors to be encountered. You have access to active support group with follow up. Then there is money back guarantee, fast application process, like what have you. Every single thing you think of is guaranteed in this course, right? No passport agent is needed, yes, because that is exactly what I'm teaching you, how to do it by yourself. Then if you're taking it up as a source of income, that automatically means a new source of income for you this year, even before this year runs out. You're learning something new that will bring you more money, right? Then you save time by and energy by applying from the comfort of your home. Please, if you have any question, drop them. Okay. Thank you so much for participating in this class, and I'll see you in my mentorship group. Yeah. So if you want to make payments, please, this is I'm going off now. This is the payment details. You can screenshot that or check the pinned message in the comment section to enroll immediately, or even check the description. I have the link to the seller account there. You can go there, make your payment, and get access immediately. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your time. For even after I postponed the class, you still came to, learn from me and all of that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your patience, and I'll see you in the inside. Bye for now. Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.